Alright, this is my 1cc. Well, this is a 1cc of Mahou Daisakusen. I actually cleared this game, when was it? I cleared it on like Saturday, so that was like 4 days ago. Then I cleared it again on Monday. This is that clear, this is the second one. I'm having trouble capturing my thoughts on this game. So I'm not making like a script this time. I'm just going to talk while I watch my run. So in this game, there's money bags. Yeah, and they drop coins, and the coins power up your main shot. But when you shoot the bags, the coins fly out in random arcs. So the only way to get them get all 4 coins consistently is to fly above the bag, like you did back there. This mini boss is called Alcaron. It's like a tortoise with a fortress on it. Well, you can see that. You can see the screen. You can see what's happening. Anyways, it's very easy. So yeah, I really like this game. I've been kind of obsessed with it. My kitten is here. My kitten is rubbing her face against the laptop. Anyways, yeah, this game is cool. But it's also this is like a pre-bullet hell. It's kind of like a game. It feels like it's bridging the gap between older 80s shooters and the, well, I say modern, but really late 90s bullet hell style. This game's from 1993. It's the first game by Rising, who made Battle Garega, and also other good games. What was I saying? Yeah, so this game, it kind of has a lot of downtime in the stages, but I don't know, I like it anyways. This is Bastionet. Second mid-boss, stage 2. Goodbye. You don't have to bomb him, and it's probably not a good idea, but I just think it's funny. Then, this is a good run, because I didn't kill the little goblin there in the corner. So we're coming up on the boss. The boss is named, Breath Dragon or something, I don't remember. I looked up some of the boss names, but I don't remember all of them. So yeah, this boss is gotta watch out for that flame attack, but otherwise it's pretty easy. The main difficulty is those little red guys will sometimes shoot a bullet at you, and it can be very hard to see with everything going on the screen, so sometimes you can die because of that. But we beat that dragon. We beat that dragon. So we're moving on to stage 2. Yeah, so while nothing is interesting is happening because it's the start of stage 2, so why am I showing you my second run instead of my first run? Well, no, this is why I couldn't write a script for this. It's so hard to figure out what I want to say about this. But this is a game where when you die, you don't go back to a checkpoint or anything like in a lot of 80s games, but you lose 2 levels of your main power shot, and you drop all of your secondary shot, the flame one. And how it works is you drop it, and your 3 flame books fly out, and you can re-grab them, but you can usually only re-grab 1 or 2 of them. And if you only get 1, then you're kind of stuck with a pretty underpowered shot for a while until you can get another one. So yeah, so this is a game where I think one of the more interesting aspects of it is recovering from your mistakes, because you can get stuck with an underpowered chip that makes the stages a lot harder. And when you're at full power, a lot of parts of the stages are like very easy and pose no threat at all. But when you have like a low powered shot and only one book, then they can get much more difficult. And at first, this was something I didn't really like about this game, because it kind of felt like, oh, it's just a game where I just got to like no miss the whole thing until like as far as I can. Like, I just gotta try to avoid ever dying, or I'll get stuck with a crappy ship. But like, I think so, like, a lot of older shmups, recovery was like a big aspect of them. Oh yeah, I just died there. So you can see my 3 books fly out. One went right off the screen. Also, for some reason here, I decided to like melt these enemies instead of for score. You barely get any score for it. Don't play this game for score. But anyways, yeah. So think of like Gradius and stuff. In that game, you die, you go back to a checkpoint with, like, no power-ups, and it's really difficult to recover from that in Gradius. This game, it's a lot easier to recover. In Gradius, what Japanese players did is they developed, like, specific recovery patterns for recovering from certain checkpoints, and that was, like, how you got to be a good Gradius player, is, like, learning those patterns. This game doesn't have anything nearly that complicated, but yeah, it's like interesting that recovery is a lot more of an aspect in this than a lot of bullet hell stuff. Like, you think nobody talks about like recovery in Dodonpachi or whatever, because in that game, like you can see here, I'm at low power, so that section at the end was a lot harder and I had to bomb it. In Dodonpachi, like, you do drop power-ups when you die, but then you can get back to full power almost immediately, and being at low power is, like, not even that bad. By the way, this is Skull Howard. I don't like Skull Howard. On my first 1cc, I just bombed him 3 times, but since I took a death, stage 2, fighting him normally. But yeah, like, in a lot of modern shmups, like, recovering from a death is just like a non-issue completely. Oh, I accidentally picked up the wide shot, which is the worst weapon. Well, this character, Chitta's worst weapon. And anyways, we killed Skull Howard. Goodbye forever, you piece of shit. Yeah, so fortunately, when we get back our good weapon, the homing fire shot right there. Man, what was I talking about? This is why I make scripts and stuff. But I mean, even with the script, like I never did like multiple takes for my other videos. I just wrote the script and then like read it once, so it was kind of bad anyways. So maybe this kind of commentary is okay. This level is really easy. There's like one hard part, which is the mid boss. And there's the boss, which is kind of dangerous. Not really hard, just dangerous. The kitten's sitting with me now. Oh, you're a sweet kitten. You're a sweet kitten. Those gargoyles drop some bombs. These eyeballs, they like shoot blue beams at you if you leave them alive too long, but most of the ones that sit right in front of you will die before they can shoot you. So I guess if you have low power, this section might be more threatening, so maybe that's the point, but if you're decently powered up, then... Oh yeah, this part is... I didn't even comment on the funny trap here. So that wall starts trying to crush you, but if you fly up to get out of the way of the wall too quickly, then those eyeballs will just ram into you. Oh look, it's... Who's that? Someone's back for revenge. Do I bomb this boss? I don't remember. No, I don't think I use a bomb. Goodbye. And he was never seen again. So yeah, the second part of the level, the castle gets flooded, and like, this game is just... This game looks and sounds so cool. Like, the aesthetics are like easily the coolest part of it. More so than like actually playing it, but actually playing it is fun too. It's just that so like here I'm delaying killing these turtles so they shoot eggs, which give me a small amount of extra point. Don't play this game for score, but I was just messing around because like I died in stage 2, like whatever. I'm just going to score melt the turtles. What was I saying? But yeah, like, normally if you're not score melting the turtles for some reason, like, they just die really quickly and they're not threatening at all, and like, the only threatening thing in this section is the dragons that you see here, which you can just memorize where they come from. So, yeah. It's like, I don't know, this game has so much, like, there's not so much downtime where you're just, like, letting your full-powered ship kill everything. But something that keeps me coming back to it. Like even after I got my second clear, did I get a third clear? I think I got a third clear, but it's kind of stupid. Either that or... I know I had one run where I died to the final boss. Oh yeah, so this guy. I think this one's named Violent Slime. And this spray attack, it looks kind of trivial, but sometimes one of those things it throws will slip through your guard and kill you, so that's the dangerous part of this boss. Is, you aren't really safe just sitting at the bottom and shooting there, so if you want to be ultra safe and not die, the best thing to do is bomb when it gets close to the bottom of the screen with that spray attack. Stage 3 clear. Yeah, I feel like there was some thread of thought I had. Oh, this part is really hard. Yeah, those gray robo flies they spawn at random positions, and they're very aggressive. They fly very fast, and they shoot you as they're going off the screen. So I often use a bomb there. But even with so the bombs in this game. So you may have noticed two things. One is that you get a lot of bombs. Like before I took that stupid death in stage 2, I got like 4 bomb drops or something, and the first stage had 2 bomb drops, so you can go into Skull Howard with like 9 bombs. That's why in my first 1cc I just bombed him like 3 times, so sick of his shit. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so the other thing about bombs is that they don't go off instantly. So, you get a ton of bombs, but they're not as good of a defensive tool as they are in a lot of newer shmups. You launch them, and you don't become invincible until the bomb hits something. Where that includes if it hits the top of the screen, so, actually a good strategy sometimes is, like, go to the top of the screen and then bomb, so your bomb goes off instantly. But yeah, so because the bombs don't go off instantly, panic bombing sometimes works in this game if you're lucky and it hits something quickly, but a lot of the time it doesn't. So you want to, like, a lot of the time you want to use your bombs proactively and offensive, and like as an offensive tool, or like plan to bomb at certain points. Right, stage 4 boss is this big rocket. It's got a very long intro. You can't do any damage to it at this point. Then when this top part blasts off, that's when you can start shooting it. Guess who's back, baby? It's fucking Bastionet again. So, now here's why you don't play this game for score. Bastionet has this one pattern where he shoots these little orb things that you can kill for a ridiculous number of points, but it's random. It's like, yeah, it's random which pattern he uses. So, like, your score can... So here's the pattern. He shot at these little things that you probably didn't see because I killed them very quickly. But you get, like... You get something like 20,000... I think more than 20,000 points from just killing those 4 little things. And so depending on how many times he uses that pattern, your score can, like, vary wildly. In this fight, I think he only used it, like... I think he used it, like, 4 times. And then, like, this ball, he's on a timer, so you can't just milk it infinitely. Oh yeah, the other thing is that the missiles he shoots don't give you any points, so they're just there to be annoying. But yeah, so depending on how many times he uses that pattern, you can, like, get a lot of points or not a lot of points. And I think what actually happened, in this fight is I got too greedy and, I didn't kill him. Yeah, so now I'm, like, worried about timing out, so I start actually shooting him more. But yeah, I think I failed to kill him, and that leads to me not getting the score bonus from killing him, which made my point milking kind of not completely useless, but pretty useless, because you get like 50,000 points or something big from killing him. So yeah, I was like kind of hanging around and like, okay, please use your other pattern. And then I could have stayed in between these lasers as a quick kill strategy where you like stay right under his face and the lasers miss you. But you played it safe and you flew off. And got that big chunky point bonus. Don't play this game for score. Just a bad person. So it's trying to score. And Kenton's being really sweet. Yeah, so first half of the stage is pretty easy. Even if you die to Bastionet, you can, as long as you know where things are going to spawn, you can recover from it, except unless you do that. I was supposed to fly up a bit earlier than I did. But yeah, if you die to Bastionet, it's not that hard to recover your power-ups in the first half of the stage. The second half of the stage is brutal if you're low power, so you don't want to die in that part. So because I'm low power, you get to actually see this boss's attacks. Usually it dies before it uses that attack where it barfs up a little orb. By the way, this boss is called Giant Slug. I thought it was a worm, but it's a slug. was going to reference that thing from like Mega Man Zero. It's like, you're too big to be a slug, but I don't really remember. I don't remember how it goes. Maybe that was it. Anyways, I got greedy here. These guys are worth a lot of points, so I was trying to kill them instead of just dodging them. But I got zapped. Fortunately, we're not at the hard part of the stage yet. We're at the part where you can still recover from a stupid death. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still recover in the hard part, but I don't know how to do it. It's like, there's a lot of fast aim bullets, and it's way easier if you have a powered up homing shot to like take out things to the side of you. Here we have the tank ambush, which honestly you should probably just like. Did you see that? Did you see that dodge there? That was pure luck. Should probably just bomb the tank ambush, because if you die to the tank ambush and you can't get two of your books back, then you're coming up on the part of the stage that's really hard if you're underpowered. So you don't want to accidentally die to the tank ambush. I was a fool and did not bomb it. I mean, I survived somehow, but it was still a foolish decision. So yeah, this part, wizards constantly spawn from one side of the screen and tanks constantly spawn from the other. And so, like, I can see how you would do this without homing powers by, like, swerving back and forth to take everything out, but it's way harder. It's just way harder. But yeah, if you have at least a level 2 homing shot, then that has a wide enough range to kind of take things out from either side of the screen. You do still want to sort of focus your attention. You want to kill the wizards quickly, so that, because if you leave them alive, they'll actually like fly under you and start trying to shoot you from below, and it's really annoying. So up ahead is the centaur section. I find this a little inconsistent with homing shots, so I often bomb here as well. Yeah, I have made it past here without dying with homing shot. Because this is another part where you don't want to, dealing with these castles. If you're not fully powered up, they take way longer to kill. Hiding in the corner here is generally... Well, I say generally, I don't think I've ever got killed hiding in the corner here. I think these swingy guys are static. You do want to kill the remnants of, well, I don't think they're remnants, I think they're like copies of the previous bosses that are being built or something. You want to kill those because you have a huge amount of points, and I'm actually going to get an extra life here. You get extra lives every 300,000. And yeah, because I'm fully powered up, I can just follow sort of a standard route here. This boss is horrible. But I think I got lucky on this run. So basically this boss has like 4 attack patterns, and 2 of them involve those turrets on his shoulders shooting, and those are the hard ones. The other 2 are the easy patterns, and sometimes he just uses the easy patterns for the entire fight and you win. But I think in this fight, so he opens with this easy arm swinging pattern, but then I think the turrets are going to come out soon, if I remember how this run went. But yeah, fortunately he used the arm swinging pattern for quite a while, and once you destroy one of the arms, you can actually damage the turrets, which makes this a bit less scary, but still pretty scary. So, yeah, you want to, if you've got bombs here, you want to use them. And fortunately, I only needed 2 bombs to do enough damage to take out the junk wizard. So now we're going on to the final stage. This stage is really cool. It's also very difficult. So it's basically a boss rush with everyone cheering you on. I think they're cheering against you, but they also like throw items to help you. So maybe some of them are on your side. Maybe some of them like your vibes. Staying in the center works for the opening. There's like multiple different opening kind of down Mahou patterns I can do, but generally staying in the center works for them. Then once you take out both of those jetpack tanks, such as this pattern, I like to listen to the sound effects to know when to cut under the boss. Yeah, you gotta find like gaps in the shooting. So yeah, those reward sequences after each boss, I don't know exactly what controls them, but I think it's based on how quickly you beat the boss and also how many times you die or use bombs. So it's kind of funny because if you bomb a boss or you die to a boss, you'll actually get less resources back, which I think is really good. And yeah, this boss is very learnable. Just watch out for that fast spray. You gotta stay a bit to the left or right. And on my first 1cc, I think I died to the mace pattern because... So I switched weapons here intentionally. Because the ninja is coming up. Oh, the ninja. So this is like the hardest thing in the game. I think I get a pretty generous pattern. I use the safe spot here, which is you position your ship either, I have two visual cues for it. One is my ship's nose is like directly under his right shoulder. The other, which I use more often, is the green laser is directly pointed at his left shoulder. So fortunately, because I'm fully powered up, I think I managed to kill this boss before he uses any of his more scary attacks. So that went pretty well. Those guys look a little familiar. So like 99% of the time, they'll be safe just hiding in the corner like that, but I almost got 1%ed there. This is back. So, I forgot all the names of the different bassinet forms, but the one in stage 4 is called Bassinet Special, I think, and this one is called Bassinet Final, for real this time, trust me guys. And yeah, because I didn't die to the ninja, which is a rare occurrence, normally those rings, he only fires 2 of them, but I think because I didn't die, he fired 3. So that gets a little scary and I just bombed. Anyways, that was kind of an anticlimactic final bassinet. Because I did too good against the ninja. And now we face, the Gobligan Emperor, I think. This boss is a pain in the ass. So because I'm at full power, I kind of follow a very specific route. I try to damage the eyes evenly, because when you destroy one eye, it'll start doing this awful jelly bean bullet spam attack. And, but the other thing is you need to destroy all 3 eyes before the boss can be damaged, basically. So you want to try to destroy them at roughly the same time. So I start by focusing on the middle one, then focus on the left, and then focus on the right. And usually that lets me destroy them relatively close to each other. Unfortunately, a little bit of a delay here, so yeah, now, there we go. So yeah, now all three of them are spamming jelly beans at you, and this is kind of deceptively difficult to dodge. I don't know, it feels like I always feel like, oh yeah, I can react to this, but then I try to actually react to it, and I die. So, usually once the jelly bean spam starts, I start spamming bombs. Yeah, see, like, it's weird, there's like a lot of gaps you can cut through. Oh yeah, and then he started using his impossible pattern where you have to deal with jelly bean spam and punching fists. So, if you have bombs, at that point, if you have bombs, just, like, keep spamming bombs until you win. And yeah, so that's Mahou Daisakusen. Enjoy this adorable ending cutscene. I think this game's look a little, I don't know if those are dogs or cats or what. That's right, you didn't think you'd get away with not seeing fucking Bastionate again. God, I love this fake out ending, it's so good. Fortunately, he goes down very fast, so as long as you have, like, some bombs left to spam him, you won't die to that. But I did actually, just earlier today, I think, I lost a credit to him, which I don't even mind, it's hilarious. Yeah, this game does have a second loop. So we'll be enjoying that after this. Oh yeah, so one thing, there is an international version of this game, like with English translation, but they made it massively easier. It's like laughably easier. So anyways, the ending was that, like, Chitta gets her grandfather a battleship as a present or something. I don't really know. So yeah, we start the second loop. First time I got the second loop, I died almost right away, because these wizards, their shots now have a slight homing effect, and I was not expecting that. So yeah, everything's got a lot more health. I didn't talk about the rank system in this game at all, so like many shmups, this has dynamic difficulty called rank, where as you, based on various factors, the game will make, like, the bullets faster and make enemies have more health. Those are the main effects of it, is faster bullets and more enemy health. Sometimes patterns change slightly, like Skull Howard, his green, if he's at low rank, will actually only shoot 2 green bullets at once instead of 4. But yeah, basically in the second loop, rank is, like, jacked up. And so most of the enemy spawns and stuff are mostly the same. There's a few additional enemies here and there. And there's some minor changes, like those homing wizard bullets. But for the most part, it's just the rank is jacked up a lot in the second loop. So everything takes longer to kill and shoots way faster bullets, and in some cases more bullets. So I haven't really practiced the second loop at all, so I'm just vibing. Oh yeah, the other thing is, you do not drop any books when you die, so good luck with recovery. So here, for example, Bastionate shoots 2 times as many exploding orbs. And how what could be more fitting than ending this run by dying to Bassinet once more? I always love when these games have little symbols in the high score screen. So yeah, that's this game, Mahou Daisakusen. It means like the Great Magic War or something. I think these little banners under the stage say Magic, under the stage 5, stage 4, whatever. They say Magic Armageddon. I don't know if Armageddon is like a valid translation of Daisakusen. It's apparently like military. Daisakusen is like military campaign or military strategy or something. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about this game. See you later.